And then on the 29th, we still have Venus is there in Aries. We have Chiron. We have Mercury, who's now direct. The North Node is right there in the very middle of Aries. We still have Mars and Jupiter. Sorry, Mars and Saturn and Neptune and Pisces. We've got 3 planets. The Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is still pretty close together, and the Sun is there in Taurus. We have a moon over there in Capricorn, but the Neptune conjunct Mars. So, as all those planets go through Pisces, they conjoin Neptune because he's just a slow. He reminds me of those slow motion ocean, like things at water parks. You just kind of float around. So Neptune is that inner tube that is just like slowly circling down the slow motion ocean, and all these other planets kind of meet up with them. How do you look at when Mars conjoins it in Pisces there? Sonia, you looking at your notes?
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, I've written down like spiritual and creative vitality. Like if you want to bring that forward, Mars giving that extra boost, and compassionate action and flexible resilience. Like that's what Mercury can offer in the positive. But there's also the shadow feelings of like that Neptune fogginess of that pointlessness and malaise could be amplified, and futility feelings could come in. And I wrote an archetype that I found was like nirvana, of entering into the mystery and sacrificing one's ego into the great dissolver, like Mercury dissolving things, and like literally offering up your ego, like where Mars is that like warrior ego and being the soldier type, where here he's forced to literally take all that armor off, and Neptune just isn't a Marsy kind of energy. The two just clash. So Mars literally to go into that meeting with Neptune has to take off all that armor and take that mask off and be himself, like literally stripped down. And Neptune's going to dissolve that armor from him if he doesn't. So that there is a stripping away, I think, here.
But that's good preparation, like getting that old skin before Mars moves into Aries. It's like you need to let all this go. You need to have that dissolution so that you can be reborn back home and like purge that closet so that you can kind of step into kind of a new version of yourself. I like that dissolution of armor.
Yeah.
To play on that, the moon in that sextile then, or will be very quickly, with the Mars Neptune as well. It feels like it's an emotional release maybe, or a letdown, or not a disappointment necessarily, but like a surrender even. Moon in Capricorn isn't always happy, but sometimes you have to get to that moment where you just kind of go, okay, this is it. And acceptance is.
Yeah, Moon in Capricorn can be very pragmatic, I don't dislike a Moon in Capricorn for sure, and it can be Saturn over there. So I think the Moon is a good witness for that moment. Spot on.